Welcome back to Indiana Newsdesk. Well, it's been a big year in Indiana, and our news team has worked to capture it all. From immigration to cold beer to the ongoing opioid epidemic, it has been a year of lively debate and sobering issues. Our chief videographer, Steve Burns, brings us this look back at 2017.
Well, thank you all for being here today. Happy New Year. As excited as Suzanne and I are for the next 4 days to unfold, we're even more excited about the coming 4 months, in fact, the coming 4 years, because of all the work that lies ahead.
It's time for Washington to learn from the wisdom of Indiana.
The Congress has become dysfunctional in many ways, so President just said, I'm going to act on my own. So there has been a rapid increase of executive orders.
Definitely the immigration system is completely broken. For many people, there is no legal path to come here.
They came outside in the car, knocked on the window, and they said, are you Roberto's wife? And I said, yes. And they said, well, your husband has been detained due to a deportation he had 16.5 years ago.
My fellow Americans make me proud and make me feel that I belong more.
We're supposed to have a road done in 12 months from October 2016 to 2017, and we can't even get the schedule within 3 months. We have great concern about the progress being made.
We actually built this house knowing that eventually the city's going to try to grab the land and annex it, but hoping that it would be put off as long as possible.
When you get to those sidewalks, if they're not committing criminal offenses or crimes, we as a police department aren't going to take action on that because that's not our job.
This is really a sickening thing, to be able to have to tell your kids that we don't know where we're going.
The man upstairs was checking everybody here. He had his hand on us. That's all I can say.
He's evil! He deserves to die!
He's not going to make it out alive.
This is what you look like with the glasses on.
Every player, every former coach, every former manager that laid the groundwork for this place to be what it is today, you know, we owe them a lot. And our effort level and our give back has to be, you know, really unmatched.
People are trusting their children, our most precious cargo, to the school board. And we want to know that the bus drivers are competent.
I know in the world it's driven by money, but children are not just fiscal amounts.
But the question is for each of us, what are our moral obligations to those people that each of us represent? And I believe it is to try new solutions to this confounding problem that we as a society have created.
Kids who grow up in Austin aren't kids for very long, but we get a maturity about us, and in that maturity there is hope. Because you can't go on fighting a war with no hope. Because this is a war, and we have to be the people we want to be.
When I have a jail with 700-something inmates that's designed for 550, I don't think you need too many committees to understand we got a problem. When there's nowhere to go, they end up here.
Our population has declined 10% in the last 5 years, yet we're wanting to incarcerate. We have the potential to incarcerate 30 to 40% more people.
From this day forward, we declare Martinsville to be no longer a city known for racism, but instead known as a city of refuge.
It's real regrettable, and it shows a lack of concern about any other purpose for the state forest other than just timbering.
We didn't know that we were the highest in the state. We know, I mean, we know that our rate is high, right? Nobody is trying to say that we didn't know that. We knew that.
Normally when they pass a law, you're grandfathered in, but they even want to take ours away.
It's easy to push a plea. I don't have to research this case. I just make this sweetness deal and make this sound good from a person. The average person does not want to fight.
Those are just some of the stories we covered this year. As we look ahead to 2018, we can already say with certainty it's going to be a busy one. We'll continue to follow the impact of tax changes, stories on development and public health, and of course, a major election.